What's up, everyone? Welcome to the March Madness Survival Challenge, day 23. If this is your first time checking it out, I'm coming on here live every day and taking 5 to 10 minutes to teach you a small and simple survival skill that will make you a better survivor. Yesterday, we hit on celestial aids and night navigation, so today we're going to do celestial aids for the daytime. We know some basic stuff like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, but right now the sun's just past overhead. It's a little bit past midday. It's coming up on like 4 o'clock, but the sun's still pretty high. I can tell it's going west-ish, but it's not real specific yet. So we can't really use that as saying an indicator that that's west, but we can start to get more specific using that same principle. It's called the stick and shadow method. All you're going to need is a straight stick about 2 feet tall, a flat open area, and then some little marking sticks. Let's check it out. Okay, so we're using on that concept of the sun moving from east to west throughout the day. This is going to be most accurate closer to midday, as the pointer sticks are going to be a little bit closer together. Also, as you get closer to the poles, this will be less and less accurate. However, it does work in the northern and southern hemisphere, and you don't have to make any significant changes, any changes at all. It's still going to work the same way. You can see right here, I've taken a little stick about 2 feet tall. It's better if it's sharp on the end, but it does not have to be. I like to just give the stick a little tap, and I'm looking down here at the shadow, and now I'm going to take one of my sticks and I'm going to put it exactly where that tip of that shadow is. I've seen people do some wild stuff on this, so I'll be super specific. You want a small stick, something that's going to mark an exact point, and push it down into the ground wherever the tip of that is. If you were on super hard ground like rock and you couldn't get it to do that, and you need to like put rocks around this stick to get it to stand up, but there was no way to do it over here, then get a small pebble and just be very specific with your point. This is going to be our westmost point. As the sun moves further west, the shadow moves further east. So what we should see in about 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to come back. We should see that this shadow has moved to the east. And that is going to be our west to east running line. And the rest of cardinal direction from there is a breeze. Let's come back in 15 minutes and see what it looks like. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. We are back. We have our first point here, and I can already tell that my shadow has moved a little bit. I'll tap this. I don't know if that makes it any easier to see, but I can now see the tip of my shadow is right there. So I'm going to put my second point in the ground. The sticks are now about 4 inches apart. If you wanted to wait another 15 minutes or so and put a third point, you could, and that's going to give you some clarity or peace of mind to know that these were in the right spot, because you should get all three of them in a straight line now. Again, the first one you put in is going to be your westmost point, and this is going to move east throughout the day. Once you get a third point, which we're not going to do today, I'm confident with these two. I can just take this stick that I had and line it up against my 2 sticks or 3 sticks, and that gives me that east and west running line, and then you could obviously scribe in your north and a south from there. This is the stick and shadow method. If you have questions about it, put it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Thanks so much for checking out the March Madness Survival Challenge. This was day 23. Tomorrow I will be live again to finish out the rest of the month. See ya.